I want to get back to you. Look, I have to go back and forth here in a reasonable way. We're going to get into one of these stupid cable fights. I'm not doing that tonight. Right. Let me ask you another question. If you could have gotten a better deal to get Bergdahl back, what would it have been? I mean, you got to think 5, 4, 3, none. What would you have given the Taliban to get the American servicemen back, or would you give them nothing?
Well, that is a question, a hypothetical that you really can't answer.
No, it's the question the president had to answer himself. He was asked, what price will you pay?
Chris,
what price would you pay?
The deal that he took, you had Panetta and Clinton and others that had already said, do not do this.
We said that on the show.
It was not a good deal. Well, I don't know. You never know what you're going to do in a given situation. You do know that 5 for 1 and what we have learned causes tremendous concern. What we also know
you got to help me here.
Chris,
there has to be a counter position here.
Just a second.
What's your position that we should have done?
What we should do is be more judicious in how we're looking at these detainees. Last week, I had a bill on the floor that would have closed the Thompson facility in Illinois to keep those detainees from coming to the U.S. The president has decided he is going to empty Guantanamo Bay, sending these individuals to the fight. What price would you have paid?
You've got to help me on this, Congressman. You've always been a good guest. It's a tough but nasty question. What price would you, as a member of Congress, pay if someone had asked you beforehand, how far are you willing to go to get this American back? How far would you have gone? That's the question the president had to answer.
What I will do is look at the classified file and the information that we will have access to now, and then be able to make that decision. See, what you have to realize, the president broke the law. Congress was not informed. We are not privy to what is in that classified file on Sergeant Bergdahl. That is something that our committees, our intel committees, have returned to D.C. There are going to be hearings on this. What we need to do is approach this in a very thoughtful and thorough manner, a much different manner than the president has done.
Okay, let me give you a little backdrop. I'm a bit older than you, Congresswoman, and I have lived in this city a long time, for good or evil. I've been here. And every year they have the MIA guys come to town, usually with the ponytails and the motorbikes. And they're still talking about MIAs. They're talking about people we left behind. So let me just try this by you, Michael, first. Suppose we'd left this guy behind. We said, no deal, this deal sucks. That guy sits over there and rots over there. He looks really skinny in these pictures, but he's going to rot because we ain't going to give any of these guys away. Right. What would have been the attitude of the far right? And I'm talking about not just the far right, the really angry right in this country. If we had deliberately turned down a deal and left that guy over, I'm just asking.
You and I both know what they would have done.
These guys are still mad about MIAs.
Yeah, of course, but they would have exploded. The far right would have exploded on Obama if that guy was left over there. If he died over there, God forbid, the far right would have exploded on Obama for that. Weak president, unconscionable, this, that. You know that they would have done all of those things.
Let's ask the congressman, what would have been the reaction if the president had said, kibosh this deal, it's too dirty, I'm not giving away 5 bad guys to get 1 American of questionable loyalty even, certainly questionable service. What would you have said to that? Would you have said that was a smart move on his part if he had said no to this deal?
You never leave a man behind. That is why we're all so concerned about what happened in Benghazi. And what you have to do is have consistency, and this administration has no consistency. Now you're asking for a specific,
you wouldn't have left them behind, and go back to the question of what price would you have paid?
You don't know till you look at that file.
But you just told me you wouldn't have left them behind. So the president, in the first instance, was doing the right thing, getting him back. So the price was wrong. What was wrong about the price? If you said the deal was good from our end, we got the guy back. The other end of the deal you don't like. How would you have changed the other end of the deal? That's all you have to know. The other end of the deal, because you already know about Bergdahl. You said one back. Irrespective of the paperwork, you said you don't have to look at the paperwork. You said we got to get the guy back. Okay, what's the second end of the deal look like?
That is not what I said. I said you never leave a man behind. You never leave a man behind, and that is what has people upset about Benghazi. We all know that.
No, wait a minute. You left them behind.
They want to get to the answers of why you left people behind in Benghazi.
I know you do. I know you do. I know. You know, I'm not going to do this. I'll have you back to talk about Benghazi. We talk about it all the time around here, but not right now. We want to talk about Bergdahl. You said it was important not to leave that man behind. What would you have done to keep him, to get him back to the States?
These are the questions that you don't know because you don't have the classified information.
But you said you knew you were going to do it. You said there was a principal involved. We have to bring him back.
To go in here and let go of 5 people that is their dream team.
Okay, I agree. I have these questions too.
Personally asked for. You have
but
to
I'm not
question,
elected. You are.
Why do that?
She's not going to
why
answer
say
it.
that it has to be done immediately? And why say that you can't wait until this is fully vetted and Congress is informed? Why did they have to do it in this time frame? We know the president broke the law. Why did he choose to break it?
Can we stop for a second? I'm sorry, Congressman.
Sure.
I want to get back to Mike here.